Hello guys, welcome back. Today's Tuesday and it's very close to the end of the month plus the NFP day. Well, we do have NFP and it's going to be really interesting. Combined with the Bank of Japan as well, a few days before. Bank of Japan will be on Thursday and the NFP will be on Friday, sort of Saturday for Australia. Just depends where you're at around the globe, it can be a different time. But yeah, I think that's going to be one of the important release around for the Bank of Japan, plus combined with an NFP from USA. So that's what I want to talk with you all today. But before we go any further, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. This is really important because I was looking at the statistics and majority of the people watching the channel is not subscribed. So that's not cool. You come here, you watch it, and then you go away and doesn't even give us a thumbs up or doesn't even subscribe. It's free, we don't charge you anything, and it won't make any big difference for you, but it will help us, it will support us to grow our community, to grow our channel, and continue to improve the content that we are putting here for everyone every single day. Okay, that being said, and hopefully you did subscribe and thumbs up. We do have the Telegram group free for everyone, and that's where I send the link every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m. for the webinar, a webinar Zoom. So make sure to join us. The link is on the description for the Telegram. Okay, so why do I say that this Bank of Japan, the BOJ, will be the most important one? Well, for two factors. First factor is last week we had the Tokyo CPI coming in higher than expected, okay? It was expected to be at 2.9 to 3%. Well, it came at 3.5%. So the previous was 2.9. So that's a big jump into inflation. Second thing is the tariffs. Since the Bank of Japan did the last meeting into pretty much 4 or 5 weeks ago, we didn't have any tariffs into Japan or into China or anything bigger like that. We only had Trump saying, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But he was just sort of threatening, but he wasn't actually putting out the tariffs. Well, he ended up putting the tariffs, we all know, 3rd of April, 5th of April for some countries. Now 90 days pause, more likely 60 days pause now. So now what the weather, that's the Bank of Japan chairman, will say will be really important to us to understand what's the vision for Japan. Will the tariffs impact Japan into some direct or indirect way that will combine with some problems or with some structural problems with the inflation that Japan has been always with a low inflation, and now that they're starting to pick it up a little bit of inflation and raising the rates slowly, maybe weather will be saying a bit something different. And that's exactly what I'm looking for, and that's why the Japanese yen has been trading a little bit on the back foot and not as aggressive as it was. As we all know, US dollar has been back above, well, not above, but touching the 100 level. I was looking at some researches and reports from like HSBC, Goldman Sachs, Citi, ING, Westpac Group, and all of those big guys. They are actually looking for the second half of this year. So in the next 3 months, the DXY would probably be a little bit on the back foot, but after on the second half, we may have above 100, above 110 again. Okay, so just be careful with that, because that's really interesting how the market has been shaping in the last few days, in the last few months. And that's a classroom of, it's a master class of how you need to know macroeconomics, how you need to know fundamental analysis. Otherwise, you will be crushed by the fundamentals. Okay, and that's what I've been teaching every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on the webinars. And that's, if you're missing those types of content, if you're missing those types of lives, I can't help you then. Okay, so now going to the NFP, we have the NFP, and it's a really important NFP because Trump has been claiming now. It was funny because the first NFP of this year in January, I think it was February, he said that, I can't remember very well now, but it wasn't the best NFP. It was a little bit off from what it was expectation and what everyone was expecting, and it's like, oh, that's from Biden administration. It's from last year. Wait for the next one to come. And ended up coming, very positive. And now we have the next one. Most likely will come as expected or a little bit above. So I want to see what he has to say. He always been claiming himself to be bringing jobs back, been bringing labor market up. In my opinion, not quite, but we're going to see how this go in the next couple of days. Now, my opinion for the NFPs, we may have a stronger NFP, bringing the US dollar above 100, and then most likely we're going to have a safe. We're gonna have a flight off from the safe currencies, and we're going to be looking at Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Sorry, not Canadian dollar. Australian, New Zealand, pound, euro gaining a little bit of strength, and the US dollar gaining a little bit of strength as well, and the rest of the currencies losing a little bit of strength. So let's say Aussie dollar is a hard one, but Aussie Japanese yen, we may have a look at higher prices. NZD CAD, we may have a look at higher prices as well. So those type of currencies will most likely benefit from a higher NFP and a higher US dollar price in the coming months. But watch out, because Australia and New Zealand, they are very, very poisoned to have a very big decline into the currencies. So I'm gonna touch base more about that into tonight's webinar, this afternoon's webinar. So if you don't want to miss what I have to say, please join the Telegram group now. Don't leave it for later. Do it now. You're gonna forget. So do it now. Go to the description. Join us the link in below, and then I will chat to you tonight from 4 to 5 p.m. in Australia time. Guys, I hope you could understand a little bit of what's going on. It's a big week. It's the last week of the month. Last week was a really big week as well. So I'm trying to catch up in every video of what's going on last week. So what's going on this week? But we're getting there. I think this afternoon will be pretty great for us to break it down, all the topics, and answer everyone's question. Thank you so much. I see you tonight or this afternoon, whatever time is for you. But don't forget, 4 to 5 p.m. Australia time. Always see you in the next video. See you guys. Bye bye.